There's no fucking way a boy like you owns this car legally. Officer Bradley Jenkins slams his baton against the Mercedes G-Wagon's windshield, the crack echoing through Arlington's wealthy neighborhood. Get your criminal ass out! Now! Darius Washington, impeccably dressed, maintains perfect composure despite the verbal assault. Officer, what's the reason for this stop? The reason? Jenkins yanks the door handle violently. A street thug driving a $150,000 car is my legal basis. This piece of shit is stolen. I'm not a thug, you're a fucking criminal. Jenkins draws his weapon, pointing it at Darius's chest. Coffee shop patrons gasp, phones recording frantically. Hands up! This car's either stolen or bought with your drug dealer money. Darius raises his hands with military precision, voice steady as steel. Sir, I have complete documentation proving legal ownership. Jenkins spits directly on the hood. Bullshit fake papers. You parasites always have fake papers. He screams into his radio. Unit 47, need immediate backup. Armed suspect with stolen luxury vehicle. What Jenkins doesn't know is that he just made the biggest mistake of his career. The Mercedes G-Wagon gleams under the afternoon sun, its black paint reflecting the faces of shocked onlookers. This isn't just any luxury vehicle. It's a $150,000 statement that someone like Darius Washington, in Officer Jenkins's twisted worldview, has no right to own. Darius Washington sits behind the wheel with the bearing of a man who's faced far worse than an angry cop. At 42, every line of his posture speaks to military training, though Jenkins sees only what his prejudices allow. A black man in an expensive car who must be a criminal. What Jenkins doesn't see are the small details that would tell a different story. The Pentagon parking permit is partially visible on the dashboard. The phone buzzed with calls from contacts labeled General Morrison and Congressional Liaison Office. The classified folder marked confidential resting on the passenger seat, materials Darius was reviewing after finishing a sensitive briefing that ended just 30 minutes ago. Officer Bradley Jenkins represents everything wrong with assumptions based on appearance. 8 years on the force, 35 years old, drowning in child support payments while driving a Honda Civic with 200,000 miles. Every day he patrols this affluent Arlington neighborhood, watching wealthy residents come and go, his resentment building like pressure in a cracked pipe. The coffee shop sits strategically near the Pentagon, a regular stop for military personnel and government workers grabbing caffeine between classified meetings. On any given day, colonels, generals, and defense contractors frequent this exact location. But Jenkins sees only what he wants to see. Among the gathering crowd, several key witnesses position themselves without knowing they're about to document history. Margaret Stevens, a retired teacher walking her dog, stops to observe with growing concern. Tyler, the young black barista visible through the coffee shop window, watches with recognition. He's served Darius dozens of times over the past months, always polite, always professional, always paying with military ID for the discount. Most importantly, Captain Rebecca Torres sits at a corner table inside, also in civilian clothes. She recognizes Darius immediately as a Pentagon colleague, but chooses to remain observant rather